The zombie war in the tundra has been ongoing for a number of hours now, with millions of zombies attacking the modern US Army. The infection virus has absolutely ravaged the known world, and this final US Army military base holdout is pretty much all that's left of humanity. Can 130,000 US soldiers protect Bo Jiden, the President of the United States, or will they fall to the zombie virus, toting 8 million soldiers in its zombie army? If you guys do enjoy this video, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below. Now let's get right on into it here. Alrighty then, boys, let's go ahead and press start right here, and the modern US Army defense against the zombies has commenced. This is the front line of said defense. They've got a nice little lineup of US soldiers here, I believe about 30,000 strong on this front line, being guarded by about 20 M1 Abrams. Now these Abrams are actually on guard mode, so they can retreat back or push forward as they see fit. More than likely they're going to be retreating back as the front line here gets just swarmed by zombies. I mean, look at this, just hordes and hordes of them coming on forward and attacking these modern soldiers with their M4s. Absolute brutality. I think this front line will go down fairly quickly. However, they're kind of cannon fodder a little bit, because over here we have a small little fortress area. Oh, and we've also got these annihilators coming in too. These guys are on attack mode, so just thought I'd mention that real quick. They're coming in and spamming out some explosive fire. Actually, how much health do they have? 20k. All right, I think that's the same actually as the Abrams. So those will push out and assist here a little bit. But then we've got this fortress over this way with Sea-Whiz cannons inside of it, and another about 20,000 modern soldiers as well. So really, this frontline defense is holding out for two reasons. Number one, for the annihilators to come in. Number two, for this fortress to hold out a little bit longer, have less stress put onto it, and for those Sea-Whiz cannons to absolutely shred zombies, because that is what they're built for, baby. And number three, actually, is going to be these fellas back here. Their lines are a little bit screwed up because those annihilators ended up coming on through, but these are the ghillie suit snipers, and you can see they're already firing, and they are like yards and yards and yards away, like 3 football fields away, but they have such range, and they also do collateral damage to zombies, well, to all units really, and so they can be so devastating. So this front line might be going down early now, but the zombies are already down to 7 million soldiers, so 1 million zombies have already been killed, and the US lines are down to 125,000 troopers, so only about 5,000 or 6,000 different modern soldiers have died up until this point, and they've already killed 1 million zombies. So that's fairly huge. Of course, the zombies are going to be coming through and striking the annihilators now. There's no real way around that, but they've sort of done their job where they came through and did big damage right off the bat against the zombie horde here, and they're continuing to. I mean, they're still defending over here. The Abrams have been backed up a little bit here by the zombies, but they're still kicking it, and I mean, they have such good armor that the teeth and bite marks of the zombies will take a really long time to kill those Abrams. It might be similar to the TOS situation we had in the last massive zombie battle, where basically the TOS systems just survived for forever because they have really, really good armor to them against the zombies. But of course, you know, in this case, these M1 Abrams are a little bit weaker than the TOSs, and they don't have that same missile fire that the TOSs do, so they're a little bit more cringe. These are getting rather bloodied. How much health do they have? All right, so they've got 20,000 health, and they're already down to 17,000. So yeah, these will die pretty quickly here, these annihilators. But at the very least, again, they're continuing to get really, really big kills at the front lines here, continuing to shred and continuing to distract, so these Sea-Whizzes can continue to get kills as well. We're down to 6.7 million zombies at this point, and 121,000 modern soldiers. Maybe I was a little bit wrong about the number of modern soldiers on this first line. It might not have been 30,000. It might have only been like 10,000. 10,000. That number seems better. Because then we got the ghillie suit snipers back here who are getting a little bit of zombie attackage over this way. Some of the deformed zombies are coming in the flank here and striking out against some of these ghillie suit snipers. The body piles sliding down beneath them. And then I want to show off real quick the final line of defense here. So the final line of defense, we've got FBI agents, and they're actually directly guarding Bo Jiden and Orak Bro Brahma back this way. Weirdly enough, they have 69,420 health. I checked before the battle started. I also tried to get Ronald Dump. No, if it's Bo Jiden and Orak Bro Brahma, it would be Dronald Tump? I don't know. Trump was supposed to be in here, but the mod for him wasn't working, so rip. But they are also backed up by modern soldiers within the larger fortress here, Apache helicopters, and we do have some nuclear missile systems as well to support. So pretty big backline defenses there for the U.S. Army in this apocalyptic event. The frontline defenses are going down now. They're probably not going to last too much longer. This fort defense over here is getting overrun. The ramparts, the body piles have reached the top of them, so the zombies are just coming up and over and crashing down into the sea whizzes below. They're still probably going to get hundreds of thousands of additional kills at this point in the battle, but their time is almost up. Also, the Annihilators back here still continuing to get decent kills, but they're pretty bloodied as well. I don't expect them to last super long either. The Abrams are still guarding a small number of modern U.S. soldiers over this way, and the same thing is happening though. Just swarms and swarms. They can't really keep up with the number of troopers coming at them. I did notice over here some more Annihilators are in these trees. When the trees start speaking HE explosive missile rounds, well, those guys will end up going down. There's actually two variants of Annihilators. You can have the Flechetta, which is a bit more of like a shotgun, or you can have the high explosive round version. Both are really good. I ended up going with the high explosive for these guys for this battle, but you can always use the Flechetta later on if you guys would prefer. And of course, you know, the snipers, they're continuing to take some losses, especially on these corners over here where the zombies are able to get to them. But they're getting all that sniper fire out from the middle and doing so much supporting fire of the boys above that it is just super paying off to have them back here. Once the zombies turn all their attention to these guys, I think they'll get ripped to shreds pretty quickly because they don't have great health. But for now, they're doing very, very big things. Why don't we go ahead and do a quick little time-lapse here of this fort getting completely surrounded and killed. There's 6.2 million zombies remaining on the battlefield and 115,000 modern U.S. soldiers here. Let's get it, baby. Oh, big, big battle. What's up, gamers? I'm here to tell you about Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming is an amazing place where you can get some fire deals on all sorts of video games. Seriously, it's like 60 to 95% off, as you can see here. These are all of the Star Wars titles they have. They literally have every Star Wars title. You can also get XCOM here, Men of War Assault Squad 2. All of the games I play on the channel you can buy here for extremely cheap prices. If you use my affiliate link in the description, it helps me out a ton. So thank you guys for listening to this sponsorship, and thank you to Instant Gaming for continuing to sponsor the channel. Alright, we have witnessed the fort dying out. There's still a holdout on top of the houses here, and these guys will probably get a few thousand more kills, potentially. Depends on how long it takes for the zombies to get up to them. There's also a couple on the ground here too, which is pretty impressive. So yeah, they could last a little bit here with the number of troopers they have and get some more kills. The Annihilators over here, they're pretty low on health. They're at about half health, it looks like, most of them. Yeah, most of them are about half health right there. The Abrams are doing a little bit better in terms of health. I think they're just harder to hit. Some of them are at like half health though. Oh yeah, that guy's below half health. So these ones will survive for a while, and they're gonna continue to get kills with their HE rounds and stuff like that. It's just not a ton of kills probably compared to like the missile systems and stuff like that can get crazy kills, but they certainly will kill tens of thousands of additional zombies. We're at 5.5 million zombies remaining, which is nothing to scoff at. That's a ton of zombies still alive, and they're starting to peel off and head further down the mountain despite troops remaining at the top of the mountain. So A lot of these snipers down here are starting to get cut into, and like I said, the zombies will just go through them like butter. They are destroying these ghillie suit snipers down here quickly. We've also got some skeleton warriors in here, which, you know, in my opinion, just fit right on in with zombies. They're just zombies without the flesh. You know what I'm saying? They look really cool. The whole skeleton army is kind of sick, I'm not gonna lie. So they're coming through and they are starting to destroy these ghillie suit snipers and just completely ignore the remaining boys up here. Some are going to take care of them, but they'll trickle down and take out these ghillie suit snipers. Now this will work to an extent for the zombies. This is a good thing to an extent, because they will manage to get the kills on a lot of these ghillie suit snipers and take out one tier of defense here for the modern US Army. But then if they continue downwards and just trickle into the fortress here against Bo Jiden and Orak Brama, then it's gonna be really bad because they're not gonna have their main force with them. So if I were the zombies, I would stop after killing the ghillie suits and head back up, completely eliminate these guys, then head back down, because you don't want to approach this massive fortress back here with only a portion of your army. That would definitely be a little bit abysmal, to say the least. Either way, why don't we watch the ghillie suit snipers getting attacked by zombies slowly but surely. They will likely go down here. We're at 5.27 million zombies remaining, and we are at 110,000 modern soldiers remaining. Well, there you have it. Ghillie suit snipers are just about dead now. We are at 5 million zombies remaining. So 3 million are dead. The slowdown of death of zombies is happening for sure. You know, these guys up here, again, not getting crazy kills. It looks like a few of them are dead, like this one here. And there's a few holdouts. The Abrams are tucked together pretty tightly with still remaining modern soldiers. So these ones will probably stay alive for quite a while. The ones that got secluded off did end up dying here to some of these zombies. So yeah, as long as they stay as a group, they'll survive for a while longer. And it looks like the zombies are migrating back up to deal with them, which is what I recommended they should do. I mean, they're not coherent, they're not listening to me. Where are they? Oh my god. Wait, there are modern soldiers up here too? That's crazy. That's actually nuts. That's really cool that they're surviving for that long. Are there any still over here? There's a couple. There's a couple. This guy's like welded into the rampart now, so that's cool. This guy's chilling. Nice. Not bad. Okay, so there's still modern soldiers sprinkled throughout here. Gonna continue to get at least some kills throughout the rest of this battle, which is nice, but I don't know how many. You know, it's a crapshoot if they're actually going to be all that effective. But then we've got the fortress down here, which is still, you know, is got its Apaches hovering, still got its nukes not firing, FBI agents, we got the presidents right here. There's nothing going on up here because these guys are all distracted by these Abrams and these Annihilators here. So, I mean, yeah, why don't we time-lapse this, the overhead of this happening, but I don't want to miss the charge down here, so I'll keep an eye on it and I'll look this way to make sure no zombies are charging down below, because I do want to catch that, but we can watch the zombies swarm these Abrams for a little bit. Okay, so I noticed in the background we do have a little bit of firing from the fortress here, so it looks like some skeleton warriors are starting to charge down here, despite the Abrams still being alive up yonder. They are getting some swings on these FBI agents who only got a Glock as their blicky, so nothing too crazy for defenses, but I mean, the modern soldiers back here are firing at them and stuff like that, so there's good spam fire coming out. I mean, this is just a waste of skeleton soldiers. It truly is. You're not doing anything. You're just dying very quickly, like, might I add. It's stupid. It's really, really stupid, because you just deal with this first, then send them all down. It's just a waste of troops, but they're going to do themselves. They're going to do, you know, what they want to do. I think all the Annihilators are dead. I think it is just the Abrams at this point still chilling. So why don't we just see what ends up happening for a while here, and I'll cut back when more end up heading up that way, I guess. Okay, it's a little while later. We're at 4.82 million zombies left alive, and At least the skeletons have spread out in their assault a little bit, but it's still kind of a half-hearted attempt at this attack, and yeah, no real damage getting done to the fortress at all. You know, there's 5 million just about soldiers up here as untapped potential, basically, not coming forward. Abrams, there are still Abrams left alive. Well, that one disappeared. It's probably dead. This one, and then that one's dead too. It might just be this one. Okay, if it is just this one Abrams, it'll likely die pretty soon, and then this whole landmass of soldiers will just move down. So let's just let it ride for a little bit and see you know, when that happens, because the rest are dead. This will probably die pretty soon too. And yes, sir, not even a minute later, this has ended up dying, and now the zombies, it looks like, don't really know what to do. I see random bullets. Wait, where are those coming from? Are those coming from all the way down here? They might be strays from down there, but now the landmass of zombies and skeletons needs to sort of figure out their next play, and it looks like they're starting to realize, okay, now we are free to move about the cabin and launch our true assault on the down defenses here, which is about 100,000 different defenders. There's a nuke going off. Those take a really long time to reload. They're not nearly as effective as like the true nukes that we can use as god powers, but they are still pretty good. They're good for, you know, a few thousand kills per shot and stuff like that, but they don't fire very frequently, and they're, yeah, pretty glitchy. So, yeah, they're not the best, but they are fairly decent. All right, the defenses should start to really get going here. I think it will take a little while, though, for the enemy to get down here. So why don't we go ahead and do a time lapse of the enemy coming down. Alright, the full force is starting to finally head over this way, and they're getting gunned down by these blickies pretty good here. These coppers are doing a good job of protecting the presidents, and, you know, I think what will happen here, because there's still a huge landmass of enemies, 4.5 million of them, in fact, I think we're going to get body piles building up right here. And once those body piles start forming, then they're going to basically be protected up here as they approach. And then they'll be able to come up over the body piles and attack the FBI agents below. I think that's what will likely happen here, and it will start the demise of the FBI agents, because right now, I mean, they just have clear view of these zombies and are just gunning them down like crazy. But once those body piles start coming, it'll be pretty decent. Although we do have deaths like all the way up here too, just from, yeah, they've got really good view of pretty much all these enemies, and they're able to shoot them really, really nicely. Just from all different angles, all different sides. It's pretty brutal. Body piles are starting to form up over here. So these might be the first guys that end up actually reaching the FBI agents. And yeah, look at that, look at that, look at that. The deformed zombies are starting to get up there. They're starting to do a little bit of damage to these FBI agents, starting to take them down a little bit. You gotta remember, 4.4 million zombies is still a crap ton of zombies left alive. That's a lot of troopers that are gonna be coming forward and taking stabs at every single modern soldier and FBI agent down here. So it'll be a brutal battle still coming forward. Oh, this is actually lessened quite a bit over here. What the heck? That's interesting. Okay. Fair enough. I mean, you gotta remember, we got all these boys up here, though. We got a lot of zombies still coming down. But the thing is, right now, the modern soldiers are doing a fantastic job of stopping them in their tracks and basically preventing their own deaths. So, let's see. It's gonna be a long battle. Okay, zombies have crept in here big time. Yeah, this is full force. I think the full force of zombies has finally arrived here after a spell. And they are starting to get some kills on some of these FBI agents here for the first time in a while. Human soldiers are dying. It took them a while to get to this point, though. The left side could still use some serious work. I think if they really full force charged on the left side while also doing what they're doing on the right side, things would get done. Things would get done big time. And the middle's decent. Definitely could be some more soldiers down mid. They're surviving longer and longer as these body piles grow and as they get more protection from the dead zombies. But I think this far right flank is the best opportunity that we've seen in a very, very long time for the zombies. They've still got 3.77 million zombies left. It's just a matter of logistically pushing all of them down this mountain in their attack. I think that's the problem, is that right now it's taking them a while to get these troops down and assaulting, and it's just not working for them at the moment. You know, the Apaches aren't even really firing. They're just chilling. The nukes are going every once in a while, but really not that frequently. It's just modern soldiers and FBI agents that are currently holding the lines really, really nicely and preventing the zombies from really getting all that far forward. So as long as these FBI agents are still alive, the modern soldiers are basically untouchable. Big milestone here, as the boys down below are currently at 3 million enemies remaining. So 3 million zombies are still active and alive, and they've still got 102,000 soldiers left. I'm really curious if the bottom defense is really this good, or if it's a circumstance of, now that the zombies have to come down from the very top, it takes them forever. I do kind of think the modern soldiers are going to win this outright. Of course, we will play this till the end to find out. But I think maybe after this, what we'll do is we'll rerun this in the same video, of course, and see if the zombies starting out at the bottom would be able to defeat this fortress on their own without the troopers at the top stopping them as well, or if the troopers at the top were basically essential for the modern soldiers to end up winning this battle. I think the troopers at the top probably are essential to the modern soldiers winning this battle, and I might be speaking too soon. You know, there's still 3 million zombies. That's still a lot. It's still pretty good. But I do think the modern soldiers are probably going to win this outright. I don't think the zombies have a chance, but we will rerun this once this battle is over, just to see, because I am pretty curious at this point. So why don't we go ahead and time-lapse the zombie assault here that's ongoing. Right now the presidents are protected, but that could change, you know. Anything could happen, baby. I gotta give it to the zombies. They've put some good licks in here. They've gotten some decent kills at the very least, but still, you know, they got 1.6 million troopers remaining, and they're not gonna win this. The left side is so strong for the modern military here, and the right side, even though it's clearly weaker, they've got a crazy body pile built up. They're continuing to get crazy kills. I mean, this is about as Jover as it can get, and Joe Biden's over here, Bo Biden. It's Jover for him, sir. Yes, sir. There he is. Look at that. Wow. Ah! That's that 1,000-yard lead paint stain right there. Yes, sir. All right, why don't we go ahead and just press play, baby. Well, boys, they've done it. They've survived. There's Bo Biden right there. Oh, wait. Oh, God, Obama died. Oh, shoot. Okay. Wait, was that it? I think that's him. Or is that an FBI? That's an FBI agent. Never mind. Actually, I don't see him. He was, like, right around here, though. Ruh-roh, Raggy. That's not good. But either way, there's only 27,000 zombies left. They're trickling in over this way. They'll die out pretty quickly here. But I would like to run it back and see what happens with just the fortress holding, because these guys up here, I think, did a bang-up job. So let's try it with just the fortress down here. I'll be right back. All right, here we go, boys. Zombies spawning on the mountain and slightly surrounding the fortress here. And then just the inner defenses. That's all that humanity has to offer, or rather the U.S. Army has to offer in this instance. So we'll see if they can hold out this time like they did previously, when, you know, basically they don't have to come from all the way up here. There are a lot less. There's only about 7 million zombies now, because the mountains do sort of delete a lot when you spawn them around here. So yeah, only 7 million zombies this time, but the zombies, of course, have a far greater starting position, and it seems like they're getting in there pretty quickly right now against these FBI agents, already getting right in their faces, which is good to see for the zombies, certainly not good to see for the U.S. Army. We still have Bo Jadden and Barack Obama back here, and then we've also got the nuclear warheads and Apache helicopters back here as well. I actually never noticed, is that the same model of modern soldier in there as the guys on the ground? I think it is. That's funny. I never noticed that. And we, of course, are going to have some zombies coming around the flanks here, too. So the modern soldiers themselves will get directly assaulted this time around, whereas before it was mainly just the FBI agents getting fully assaulted. We're already up to 100,000 kills for the modern army. Not too bad. I mean, those are quick kills coming on in here. The zombies are running in and starting to strike these FBI agents nice up close and personal. I think we definitely will have a ton more losses for the modern U.S. Army here, if not complete and utter destruction. We'll just have to see. But for now, yeah, the current complete surrounding of these guys is definitely going to make an impact because there will be less concentrated fire, and overall, I think they'll take more and more losses. These corners are starting to have zombies getting in on them right now, so these troopers might end up taking a few losses as well here. Actually, only 112 different modern soldiers or FBI agents have so far died, and 300,000 zombies have died at this point. So interesting little difference right there, but yeah, for now, they're doing okay. They're doing okay. All right, why don't we go ahead and time-lapse the angle here, because we can see the modern soldiers and the FBI agents from here, and the zombies coming on into them in battle number 2 of the day. Alright, so the zombies are down to 4 million soldiers already, so quick losses for them. But the FBI agents are almost dead completely. Bo and Barack are still alive over here. So they're going to end up getting swarmed by zombies fairly soon here as these FBI agents end up dying out. Still 92,000 modern U.S. Army soldiers left alive. So the fortress still has really, really solid defenses. It's just this first line that's going to be destroyed at this point, and then it's going to be the back lines that are left. All right, let's see as the presidents here get swamped. Well, we still got a couple FBI agents, apparently. That just kind of goes to show how much cover fire that we're working with here. There's a lot of cover fire for these boys behind. And now... Oh, he's going into Kung Fu stance. He's roundhouse kicking. A little bit of roadhouse going on. All right, yeah, they are getting swarmed, and they're not really having to do anything because there's so much fire behind them. They're just able to sort of vibe and chill. Every once in a while, my boy is taking a couple swings. Barack is not really doing anything. He's just vibing. He's just vibing like crazy. Meanwhile, the FBI has a small holdout there and there, and the rest of the modern soldiers have taken some losses, and it looks like zombies are getting more and more into them over this way, but nothing too crazy. I think we're going to have pretty much the same situation going on here. But let's watch the presidents get assaulted here by zombies and see if these America boys can win. All right, Obama has gone down, but Joe is still alive and kicking. He does have 69,420 health, so he'll stay alive for a little bit. Don't know how much damage he'll actually do. But the rest of the zombies have taken out the FBI, now approaching the fortress and sieging it, essentially. 3.2 million zombies remaining here, full on attacking the fortress. Let's see if the fortress can withstand. Another check-in here, 89,000 modern soldiers remaining, and 2.5 million zombies. So it seems like this back fortress is just kind of all-powerful. Wait, how did... There are some dead modern soldiers in here, as well as dead zombies. That's really odd. Was it like friendly fire from nukes or something? That is wicked strange. What the? How did they die? I mean, there's a lot of dead zombies all throughout the modern soldiers, and I think that's from nukes blowing them in, so maybe a group of them survived the nuke and then attacked these soldiers in here? I'm really not totally sure. But yeah, it seems like the fortress overall is going to end up getting a big fat victory here against the zombie army. It's just kind of a matter of time. Okay, I walked away and we were under a body pile. Holy cow. Wow. Well, there's only about 500,000 zombies remaining, but they did start to make a dent into the modern soldiers. I mean, look at this body pile that's formed. It's just a hill all over the place, surrounding the fortress. Kind of insane how many dead zombies there are on the battlefield. Absolute insanity. And the modern soldiers are still kicking and still doing a very, very good job. I don't think the Apaches are doing that much. They're basically the same fire rate as tanks. They just shoot one little HE shell every so often. Doesn't do that much damage. I haven't been seeing that many nukes go out, and really, I think the full power of this defense has been just coming from modern soldiers and their sheer firepower, just absolutely dominating and doing very big things on this here battlefield. So we'll let it play out to the end, but this is definitely going to be another modern soldier victory. 2 in a row, baby. Alright, boys, that's about it for this battle. There's still some skeletons trickling on in like last time. 73,000 of them. But there's 83,000 modern soldiers remaining, and as you can see, they did quite a number on the zombies in round 2 after retreating from the top of the mountain there. So, definitely a big victory for the modern soldiers. Why don't we go ahead and nuke the rest of the zombies. Bye-bye. See you later. Smell you later. Goodbye, fellas. Yeah, they're cooked. That's going to be about it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.